Well, those fans who were allowed in the London Stadium didn't get the result they wanted because Manchester United came back into it in the second half. What changed from the first half performance to the second half performance? Was it just down to those substitutions?
Yes, definitely. I think we should give credit to Ole, because when we lose, always people attack Ole. But what a great change! Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford running behind the defense. That's what we need. They make the difference. What about also Mata and Paul come alive? You know, he just noticed and everyone know Cavani wasn't having a good game. Van der Beek wasn't having a good game. He made quick change. We won. Of course, I don't want this team to react. I want them to act. But to be fair, after that horrible first half and winning, now it's 4 consecutive wins. So it's all positive for United. But of course, when you know about football, you know something is wrong. When you always have to come back, something is wrong. But we have to stay positive. And I'm really, really happy tonight.
David Moyes will have quibbles about the equaliser. It came from Paul Pogba, but that's not the part that he was arguing with the referee about at the full-time whistle. The ball, he argues, went out of play here. Can we see it went out, Rob?
There's only 2 people who can see, evidently. It's David Moyes and the referee's assistant. Now, the referee's assistant is not looking. So why, if with VAR, as we were discussing, with VAR deciding the offsides, why is he not looking at the ball? He doesn't need to decide anything. It's going to run through. So, you know, it's taking nothing away from Bruno Fernandes, a willingness to run in behind. It's taking nothing away from the finish. It's a glorious finish. Interestingly, Paul Pogba went and cupped his ear after scoring that goal. Had been ridiculed by the fans.
Back, aren't they?
They're back. Yeah.
But Kelly, look at the lights, man. He feel like he's being in an Olympic. He reminds me Carl Lewis. He see just the ball kicking and he's just start really. But look at the ball, because Rob say, you have the VR to look at the line. So why he's not looking at the ball? Because if David Moyes was and you can see even before the danger was coming, he was the ball is out. But the linesman is just running like Carl Lewis.
Yeah, David Moyes was, he had a clear view of whether or not the ball went out of play. And if you watch him, it's way before there's any danger. Already here, he thinks the ball's gone out, and he's clapping his hands to get the players to reset.
No, but exactly. So he's a good. He was well done, good pressure. So for him, the ball is clearly out, and what I'm saying is only him could see it, and the linesman was more focused on winning his 100 meters, because but what a great goal from Paul. You know, when people start to compare with Van der Beek, he just make me laugh. Look at that goal.
It's an incredible talent to be able to gather that power and summon that power from a side-footed shot from 25 yards. He made the run. He wasn't making those runs in the first half because Bruno Fernandes was on the pitch. He came alive. He realised he was going to get the ball. He made that run, and boy, what a finish.
Yeah, it was part of such a good spell for Manchester United in the game. It was only 3.5 minutes until they were 2-1 up.
No, but that's a substitution. Great touch from Bruno Fernandes. Alex, cross just in the head, what a finish. This reminds me of Van Persie. I remember even in my time, sometime I had some crappy cross, and he made them look beautiful. And that's exactly what Greenwood, what a finish. He's the best finisher in the club. And wow, what a touch.
You just got to buy yourself a space. Get yourself a space, get yourself a yard in the box, and with that one touch, you're looking at players, other outfield players, maybe 2, maybe 3 touches to get that bit of space. One touch, it's perfect on the spot.
Yeah, it was a poor cross, like you said, but a fantastic finish from Mason Greenwood. Let's take a look at Marcus Rashford's goal, because he was one of the 2 players that made the difference by coming onto the pitch.
Yeah, and you look at it, and it's Pogba into Fernandes, and you realise that those 2 have been coming alive off the back of each other. It's a wonderful ball from Mata, but just that willingness to run in behind. I think West Ham was stretched. The game, they were tiring by this point. You look at the back 3, he's across the whole of the pitch. The holes were there for Rashford to run into. The vision, he knows he's making that run, but this touch now is the one. That kills you as a goalkeeper. You want to come out, you want to press him, but it's such a perfect touch into his own path. He can pick his spot and pick his time and just know what he can do to it. And Fabianski knows that as well.
Certainly does, and Rashford got the better of him for that 3rd goal. So as Patrice was saying, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves credit for making those changes at half-time. Let's find out what he made of the game. He's with Jeff Shreves.
Ollie, that was an extraordinary game of football from Manchester United's point of view. What changed at half-time?
Well, it normally is extraordinary when you play. It's like football. It is up and down, and of course, first half we struggled to keep up with the counter-attacks and set plays. I think we had the ball, we played in too slow a tempo, so we gave the ball away too often. Of course, we had most of the ball, but they counter-attacked and looked dangerous. So poor first half. Second half, we were more. Of course, the goal changes the mood. The first one, great goal by Paul, and the Mason goal. It's individual quality as well, of course.
We've seen this pattern before with Manchester United on the road, but in many ways, was this an exaggeration of it? You were really poor the first hour, and then really good the half hour.
You know, we play against a team who's drawn to City. They've beaten Leicester, Wolves. They're drawn to Tottenham. They're a good team, and they make it difficult for you. They're very compact. They're aggressive. The pressing is very good. One of the better ones in the league. How compact they are, winning the ball off you. So I'm very, very pleased with the performance. Last week we were 2-0 down at Southampton, and this was a step forward. Only 1-0 down.
You said to us before the match, I will only use Fernandes and Rashford if I have to. Did you simply have to?
Yeah, injuries. So it's unfortunate that we sometimes you get muscle injuries, and Eddie had to come off with an injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. Anthony had to come off here as well, and of course Bruno is part of this team, and 45 minutes was enough.
When you look at the away form and the points total compared to home, what do you make of it?
Well, of course you're very, very happy with the away form, how we're performing. I think at home as well we perform decent. We're getting more and more consistent, winning games there as well. So now we've taken a step up the table, and I think we're coping better with games like this when you're 1-0 down, 2-0 downs. That the character in the boys, they still believe, and that's a big thing. That belief, they've got that belief through the performances and the results they've had lately.
When you look at a game like this, how much do you look at the result as opposed to the performance?
Of course, at the end of the season, you don't care about the performance. At the moment, we know there are things we need to improve on, especially the quality in the first half. You know, some simple passes, simple touches that we didn't act as well as we should have. But then again, second half, some of that quality came back, as it shows with the 3 goals. All of them were absolutely exceptional.
Thanks for your time, Ollie.
Thank you.
Patrice, just to return to this fact that Manchester United keep coming from behind to win their games. 5 of the 6 games they've won this season. Is that positive and negative, a mixed bag? What is it?
It's a mix. It's great for the spirit, you know. They always like the fighting spirit. But also you can ask a few questions, you know. When you react instead of acting is always a question to ask. And they should not rely on it. And especially remember about your poor first hour. And that's why I'm worried. Because you can have not a good game, but still playing okay, and win after comeback, and you will have more joy. But I know for a fact, a lot of people will more talking about the 1 hour they didn't play well. But myself, I'm really pleased because he show they have character. They have character to come back. But you are United, and you need to be in charge the whole game. But I think all they know that, and all the players, they know that. I don't think they will celebrate, you know, in the dressing room like they win a massive game. They will celebrate because they're happy with 3 points, but not with the performance.
We're yet to get reaction from inside the West Ham dressing room. David Moyes yet to come out and speak, but if you want to hear that, you'll be able to as soon as he does on Sky Sports News and across Sky